Jonathan Frakes as William T. Riker. That's the iconic role he's most famous for in the Star Trek franchise. Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard, a legendary portrayal of the esteemed Starfleet captain in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Michael Dorn as Worf, the formidable Klingon warrior who served on both the Enterprise and Deep Space Nine in the Star Trek universe. Marina Sirtis as Deanna Troi, the empathic Betazoid counselor on the USS Enterprise D in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Gates McFadden as Dr. Beverly Crusher, the skilled and compassionate chief medical officer of the Enterprise D crew. Brent Spiner as Lieutenant Commander Data, the android crew member with a curious and innocent demeanor on Star Trek: The Next Generation. LeVar Burton as Geordi LaForge, the ingenious chief engineer of the USS Enterprise D, known for his visor and exceptional problem-solving skills. Wheaton as Wesley Crusher, the brilliant and ambitious young ensign who often found himself entangled in the Enterprise's missions. Majel Barrett as Lwaxana Troi, Deanna's outspoken, flamboyant mother and a recurring character in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Colm Meaney as Miles O'Brien. Denise Crosby as Tasha Yar, the Enterprise's tough and skilled chief of security whose tenure was marked by her complex personality and tragic fate. Whoopi Goldberg as Guinan, the enigmatic, wise, and warm-hearted bartender on the USS Enterprise D, offering counsel and insights to the crew. Cameron Oppenheimer played the role of Ensign Kellogg in a Star Trek episode. John Lancie brought to life the powerful, mischievous entity known as Q in the Star Trek universe, appearing in various series and episodes. Michelle Forbes portrayed the character Ro Lauren, a Bajoran ensign who served on the USS Enterprise D in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Diana Muldaur played Dr. Catherine Pulaski, the Enterprise's temporary chief medical officer during Season 2 of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Patty Yasutake portrayed Nurse Alyssa Ogawa, a skilled and dedicated nurse who worked under Dr. Crusher on the USS Enterprise D. Famke Janssen appeared as Kamala, an empathic metamorph, in the Star Trek: The Next Generation episode, The Perfect Mate. Ashley Judd played the role of Robin Leffler, a cheerful and talented engineer, in 2 episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation. April Grace portrayed Maggie Hubble, a love interest for Geordi LaForge, in the Star Trek: The Next Generation episode, Booby Trap. Rosalind Chow played Keiko O'Brien, the wife of Miles O'Brien and a botanist, appearing in both The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. DeForest Kelley famously portrayed Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy, the chief medical officer of the USS Enterprise in the original Star Trek series and films. Dwight Schultz brought to life the eccentric and brilliant engineer, Lieutenant Reginald Barclay, in several Star Trek episodes, including The Next Generation and Voyager. Gene Simmons played Admiral Nora Sati, a stern and principled Starfleet officer, in the Star Trek: The Next Generation episode, The Drumhead. David Ogden Stiers played Timothy, a Kaelon scientist, in the TNG episode Half a Life, focusing on his culture's unique life cycle traditions. Paul Sorvino appeared as Nikolai Rozhenko, Worf's human stepbrother, in the Star Trek: The Next Generation episode Homeward. Kelsey Grammer guest starred as Captain Morgan Bateson from the 21st century ship USS Bozeman in the TNG episode Cause and Effect. Armin Shimmerman, best known for his role as Quark in Deep Space Nine, played a character named Latek in an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Leonard Nimoy iconically portrayed the half-human, half-Vulcan First Officer Spock in the original Star Trek series and movies, leaving a lasting legacy. Susie Plaxton portrayed Dr. Selar, a Vulcan chief medical officer, in the Star Trek: The Next Generation episode The Schizoid Man. Terry Hatcher played Lieutenant B.G. Robinson, a con officer on the Enterprise in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode, The Outcast. Tony Todd portrayed Kern, Worf's younger brother, in several episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. Kirsten Dunst, in one of her early roles, played Hedril, a genetically engineered child in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Dark Page. Mick Fleetwood, the famous drummer of Fleetwood Mac, made a guest appearance as an Antedian dignitary in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Manhunt. Matt Freiwer guest starred as Berlinghoff Rasmussen, a time-traveling historian from the 26th century in the TNG episode A Matter of Time. Brian Bonsall portrayed Alexander Rozhenko, Worf's son, in several episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. James Doohan memorably played Captain Montgomery Scott, aka Scotty, the Enterprise's ingenious chief engineer in the original Star Trek series and films. Mark Alamo, known for his role as Gul Dukat in DS9, played Commander Tebok, a Romulan officer in the TNG episode The Enemy. Mark Margolis portrayed Dr. Nell Apgar, a scientist involved in a secret project in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode A Matter of Perspective. Julie Warner guest starred as Christy Henshaw, a love interest for Geordi LaForge in the TNG episode Transfigurations. Madchen Amick played Anya, a Betazoid emissary and Deanna Troi's mother in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Dark Page. Stanley Camel portrayed Kozinski, a self-centered physicist in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Where No One Has Gone Before. Pamela Adlon lent her voice to Oji, a child in the simulated world of Catan, in TNG's acclaimed animated episode The Inner Light. Carl Strachan played Mr. Hone, Lwaxana Troi's silent and towering manservant in several episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation. Scott Grimes guest starred as Eric, a genetically enhanced boy in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode True Q. Andreas Katsoulas portrayed Commander Tomalak, a cunning Romulan officer in several episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation, often opposing Captain Picard. Eric Avari played Bajik, a Ferengi Daimon in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode The Perfect Mate. Samantha Egger portrayed Marie Picard, Jean-Luc's mother, in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Chain of Command Part 2. Ray Wise played Liko, a blind musician who formed a bond with Geordi LaForge in the TNG episode Inner Light. Linda Thorson portrayed Guloset, a Cardassian officer, in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode Chain of Command Part 2. Ronnie Cox guest starred as Captain Edward Jellicoe, who temporarily commanded the Enterprise in the TNG episode Chain of Command. Thanks so much to all our awesome viewers for checking out this video. Your support means the world, and we're glad you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content.